Grandma sat in her rocking chair, the fire crackling softly as her grandchildren huddled around her, eager for one of her old stories. She cleared her throat and began, her voice low, almost a whisper. "You know," she said, "back in the day, I worked at a factory. The kind that made toys. But it wasn't like any factory you've seen. This one was old, dark, covered in ivy and forgotten by time. They said it was haunted, but no one believed it, not until I started working there." The kids leaned in closer, eyes wide. Grandma's wrinkled hands trembled as she continued. "Every night, when the last bell rang and everyone went home, the factory didn't stay empty. It would creak, groan, like it was alive. Some of the workers swore they saw shadows move in the corners of their eyes, and others heard whispers when no one was around. But the worst was the toys. You'd find them, moved. Dolls with eyes that seemed to follow you, rocking horses that rocked on their own, and the wind-up soldiers that march even when there was no wind." The fire crackled louder now, almost in rhythm with her words. "But one night," Grandma paused, her gaze far away. "One night, I stayed late. I was cleaning up when I heard it, the sound of footsteps behind me. I turned, but there was no one there. Just the wind blowing through the broken windows. But when I looked down, there was a toy, a little doll, holding a note that wasn't there before. It said, 'You'll never leave.'" Her voice dropped to a whisper, as if sharing a secret only they were meant to hear. "I left the next day. No one ever stayed after dark again. And the factory, well, they say it's still there, waiting. And those toys? They're still in the dark, moving, watching." The room fell silent. The children stared at her, wide-eyed. Grandma smiled, her eyes twinkling. "Now, I'm not saying you should be scared. But if you ever see an old toy shop, be careful. Some of those toys, they're still looking for new friends."